Peace, peace, family. George making that shit again, man. I wanted to do this video because my city is in a state of emergency. Philadelphia is out of control. A couple days ago, there was a young man, Terrence Bay. He was shot down and killed with police after a shootout with police after an alleged domestic violence situation. And he ended up shooting somebody else, ultimately, consequently getting shot down by police. There was another young man, 18 years old, was shot 12 times while sitting in the car with a young woman. She was also shot in the neck, the face, and in the hand. And I tell a lot of young girls out there, listen, you too can get shot when you're in the street and hanging with the wrong people. There was also a 15-year-old girl that was shot in the face twice by stray bullets that wasn't meant for her, and left for dead all alone on a basketball court. Nobody called police. They just all took off running and left her there. Police came and found her lying face down on the ground. When you hear these type of stories, me being the father of my son and some of these images that you guys are going to see, it's devastating. Let's play some of the videos and let's get a chance to see what it is that I'm telling you guys about. You get a chance to see it firsthand.
Make dua for me, man. I'm a good nigga, you heard me? I was a good nigga. Genuine fucking dude, man. They forced my hand. The fuck was I supposed to do?
And we're learning a lot more tonight about what led up to a deadly shootout with police in Northeast Philadelphia. Police say this actually started in Middletown Township at the Racket Club Apartments. An officer responded to a report of an armed suspect, found 29-year-old Terrence Bay. Police say the officer told Bay to show his hands, but Bay refused and ran from the officer to the apartment. That's where police say he shot a man inside. Bay drove off, starting a 17-mile chase into Philadelphia. After crashing his car, police say Bay ran towards the Sunoco along Adams Avenue and fired at officers. Police returned fire, shooting Bay in the head. No officers were injured in all of this.
Don't touch me. Fuck y'all, don't touch me. Don't touch me. No, nobody touch me. That's my only son. Fuck y'all. My fucking boy. Don't fucking touch me.
In Philadelphia, police are investigating 3 separate double shootings. Yet again, Steve Keeley in Center City.
Well, this is 7 people killed in under 3 full days, and this scene here shows how brazen and bold killers are these days. There is a BMW rented, running in the daylight, close to the main doors of this ShopRite at what's called the one and only strip mall. Here, where there's more than 200 cars parked in this big lot, where there's 34 stores in addition to the anchor store, the ShopRite. And despite all these people loading groceries, coming and going, and out the front door at the time, 3 guys walk up. There's an 18-year-old guy in the driver's seat, a 19-year-old girl in the passenger front seat, and they blast away execution style, firing at least 16 shots, shooting the young man 12 times at least, hitting the 19-year-old woman in the neck, in the face, in the arm, and in the chest. She's critical at last update.
We know that at least 16 shots were fired from at least 2 separate caliber semi-automatic weapons. We found 16 spent shell casings. Some are in front of the BMW SUV. Many of the spent shell casings are on the driver's side. It appears that the shots were fired through the front windshield and also through the front driver's side door, because there's at least 10 bullet strikes on this vehicle. We're being told by witnesses that there were possibly 3 shooters, 3 males that walked up to this vehicle and appeared to be intentionally firing right into the front and driver's side of this vehicle.
And look at this, even a SEPTA bus pulls up next to the BMW, making its regular run, and that doesn't deter these killers to even wait for the bus to leave. And then as we wipe to the next video, just past 10 p.m., Philadelphia's latest killing here in southwest Philly on the other side of town. This is 57th and Elmwood. And again, despite witnesses watching nearby at a pretty busy intersection, a man shoots a 51-year-old many times, wounds another 38-year-old guy in the leg, keeps shooting as he's running down 57th Street, firing 4 more shots, or 5, over his shoulder, despite nobody even firing back at him, Thomas. It's a wonder none of those witnesses were shot by stray gunfire. They're at homicide telling police what they saw. And a lot of people are seeing these killings firsthand, right in front of their faces. The gun violence story not having to be told to them on TV anymore. It'll play back in their heads for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, certainly no way to live. Steve Keeley this morning. Steve, 507 is.
Story this noon, a 15-year-old girl is in extremely critical condition. The victim was minding her business when she was shot twice in the head. As our Jan Carabeo tells us, it was all caught on camera.
Philadelphia police say a 15-year-old girl was just doing what she loved here at one of her regular spots when the latest round of gun violence found her. Around 9 o'clock last night at the Jerome Brown Playground on the corner of 20th and West Ontario Streets, that 15-year-old was just shooting hoops in clear view of surveillance cameras when police say she was hit by stray gunfire.
It's very tragic. It shows this 15-year-old female actively playing basketball, actually dribbling the basketball, when she suddenly collapses when she gets shot.
Investigators say the surveillance video also shows at least 10 other people at the playground when the gunfire erupted, but no one except the victim remained when police arrived.
When police arrived on location, she was laying face down on the basketball court all by herself.
The teenager was rushed to Temple University Hospital, shot in the head and in extremely critical condition. Meantime, the crime scene unit scoured the court and surrounding area for ballistic evidence, and detectives continue to review surveillance video, hoping to catch a glimpse of the person or people responsible. Police are also now trying to determine a motive behind this act that has once again impacted a child and her community forever.
She's known to the staff here. They say she's a really nice girl. She also lives 1/2 a block away from this location where she was shot.
Police are still searching for the gunman. They need the people who were here at this playground last night to come forward as eyewitnesses. Anyone with information should call police. In Tioga, Jan Carabeo, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
As you can see, Terrence Bay, you know, on his Instagram as he's in a high-speed chase from police. And he's saying that he was a good nigga. And this is the low morale of my people here in Philadelphia, where the guy, he knows he's about to die. He's about to commit suicide by cop. He feels as he's at his end. He's like he said, I was a good nigga. He doesn't know, he doesn't see anything else to live for. A lot of these young black men, they feel hopeless. They see themselves as less than. They be conditioned to see themselves as niggas. Like he said in the video, I was a good nigga. He was telling the world, I actually cared. He was trying to express himself. But he was so far gone that there was no bringing him back. There was no bringing Terrence back. And I just try to figure out, where did we go wrong? Where did the community fail Terrence? It's sad seeing the state of young black men where I come from and how they just have no value on their own lives and no value on life, period. A lot of them have no skill sets. A lot of them have no hope. And this is what you saw. And then the second image of the father when he gets on the crime scene and seeing his son gunned down and murdered. Me being a father of sons, I couldn't even imagine nothing like that. His only son shot, 18 years old, shot down. Broad daylight in a parking lot, in a busy section of the city. This is the regard for human life that my people are displaying, man. And it's a sad thing. And, you know, you take Chicago and Philadelphia, our murder rate is higher than theirs. There's over 1,700 people shot already here in the city. 350 homicides, man. Remember, Chicago got 1 million more people than we got. New York got like 7 to 8 million more people than we got, man. And we got more homicides than New York. Per capita, we got a higher murder rate than Chicago. And to see that father and to see the pain, a lot of times, you know, they're told that as men, we're not allowed to show emotion, or they don't show the active fathers that's involved in a child's life. And to see that father come there, and me being a father, that I'm paranoid, it's just scared me to death. My son is about to start school. I homeschooled him for 4 years, but he's going back to school this year, and I'm paranoid. I'm scared to death. I love my people, but sometimes I'm not comfortable with my son being around my own people, because that's just the state that we're in right now. And then the video of this 15-year-old baby shot in the face, and the mother and the father got to get the phone call because your child is at a basketball court in the rec center, the place where you should be able to go to and be safe, and to be shot in the face and left for dead. This is what's going on in our cities, man. This is what's going on in our cities. Just the state of black folk, man. I think we're going to need some type of divine intervention, because I don't know what's going to save black people, man. We tried everything. I don't know what's going to save us, man. You know, in this hells in North America, in this bondage that we're in, because we're conditioned to see ourselves as the N-word, and we behave as such. We glorify being real niggas and real nigga behavior, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. But as a people, man, we gotta do better. We gotta change, man. Your kids ain't safe outside, man. Your children ain't safe outside. You know, it was devastating seeing that father get on the scene like that. You see in Terrence Bay, he has no hope. He just knows what he's about to do. He said, fuck it, I'm about to die. It's whatever. And a 15-year-old baby gunned down, man. Pray for my city. You know, I'm going to cut this video short here, man, because there's nothing else to say. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share to the George Making Experience. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.